What is happening, y'all? Welcome back. So we are back at the courtyard real fast. I thought this meant Lucanis needed time. And someone said it actually means there's a time-sensitive conversation. So we're going to go talk to him. I thought it meant like, I need more time. I'm not ready to talk yet. That's what he said. He said, I need some time.
To settle in.
It's not as though I had much to unpack. All's well. I would kill for a decent cup of coffee, though.
Have you? For coffee, I mean?
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
When the first talent of the crows gives you a job, you do it. Especially if she's your grandmother. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
The crossroads can be dicey, but the lighthouse is safe. Oh, and if you see a spirit around called the Caretaker, they're friendly.
After the ossuary, that will be a pleasant change. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say...
Oh, spite and
He's
strife.
stronger
Okay.
when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
We should know. Is there anything in particular that upsets Spite?
Not getting his way. Getting his way and not liking the outcome.
Sounds like a child.
Have you seen a child when they realize they don't control the world? Except Spite's anger has real power behind it. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
And then Neve had a mission, which I'm going to check. So I started doing that side mission, the demonic murders, and then it got up to the final murder was like a level 20 multi-mob battle. And as you can imagine, that didn't go too hot for me. So I'm going to go back and finish that side quest later. It was close. I mean, I cleared up everything up to that, but then it was like a level 20 boss that continually summoned adds, and I was just like, ooh, we're a little bit low for this. Also, I unlocked something new. So there's a couple thingies that you can turn. Let me see where's the first one at. So there's like one that's down there, and you turn it to match the thing that's over there. And then there was one up here that you turn to match the thing that's over there. And then there's two that are right here. And, you know, they're simple. It's just the turn things, but you turn all three to face each other. And then there's a room that opened up that I have not explored yet, so I want to check that. And then we'll go see what Neve's mission is about. Music room. And another door that's locked. Okay, well, that was less substantial than I thought it would be. I did just get new decor. I wonder if different decor has like different buffs. Let's go take a look real quick. I also got a new necklace. Well, same necklace, but while I was doing that side quest, I found the upgrade for it. So this thing is wild. 20% of projectile ability damage, which is obviously pretty crazy. 25% barrier damage from projectile abilities, and then 25 rage with projectile abilities that hit enemies over 15 meters away. And then obviously we are... Actually, I have a skill too. I can go spend that. Obviously, one of our main abilities at the moment is us working with this, which is considered a projectile ability. So, looking pretty good on that front. Actually, what other projectile abilities would there be? Area control. UB projectile on fire. Area strike. Strike projectile. I don't know if I like that one. So I was also going through and looking more at the trees, I think. So this naturally, all the shield stuff has synergy in the Reaper tree. So we're kind of on track for what I wanted to do. I think at one point I'm going to respec over towards champion, but I would need to get to this. It's level 30, because perfect defense now guards against otherwise unblockable attacks, which sounds huge. But this tree has like a bunch of stuff around, basically just like you parry and mess stuff up. But I think I would need to have Inspiring Guard to really make that run how I would like. Then I was looking through some of the other stuff that links to Slayer, and honestly, I don't know if I would like Slayer that much. Usually this is like right up my alley, but there's a lot of stuff with like charging your abilities, and you know, I don't know, charging the melees just didn't feel that good. If there was something where it's like, you know, I don't know if there is one. I don't recall seeing one, but I would need something where it's like, you know, you can now charge an ability while moving to really make that tree really make that tree shine. So let's see. Enhanced damage on critical hit kill. Smash abilities, no. Duration at 1 stack. Yeah, let's do that. Because you are projectile duration, and then I think your duration. Yeah, so we're going to be stacking up a shit ton of necrotic. Alright, so let's run up here. I want to check the setup. Is it this way? No, it's that one. I always get it confused. I guess I'm just putting stuff out. Decorating my room. Neato. I don't know if it matters at all. It'd be cool if like putting certain stuff out like gave you different bonuses or something, but I don't think it does. Let's go check in with Neve. See what her mission is. Any upgrades? Let's see.
Dweller, I will answer.
Student.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
Solus lived here, the Dreadwolf. He was gonna have quirks.
Solus is the worst tenant I followed, and that's saying something.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timidor paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
That tells me you're a big enough name to have enemies.
No, but the magister was. Some Docktown nobody gets involved with his case? That's good gossip. They forgot my name in a week. The real trick with that job was the client ratting me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
These papers are from Minrathous, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die.
What?
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your cereal, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Let's do that. Map, journal. A study of Docktown. It's for her stories. We might as well bring her. Well, actually, what am I doing? No, she's getting left behind anyway. Because it's a companion quest.
Have you heard the rumor about a new Venator spawn? Why does everyone call him the Viper? You know the antiquarian?
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varric too, right here in Docktown.
Take it away. I'm ready for the full tour.
We've been here before.
The tour where I get to look around and not chase cultists or fight demons.
Wouldn't that be something? Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's cereals, too. All right.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
I'm keeping secrets.
The best word in Docktown, right here.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
More than one
Free
person.
and
You're
breathing
reading it
when
first.
we finished. The Shadows brought me in after that.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
Another rebellion?
It's
Here's what we know.
easier. I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
What happened in Marna's Pell? First-hand account.
You've got a good eye. I was starting to think my... Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Neve.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks, I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
Rook, no. But I've got a Treviso Manor in need of tenants if you're willing to pay up front.
You know, I've made that one work. Can't go back to Voldorma, though. What about you, Neve?
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything,
so will you.
Surprisingly friendly, considering we just messed up his mark.
Personally.
Don't tell me you're surprised.
With you? I thought surprise was a given.
Careful. Surprises here lead to trouble.
Trouble's not always a bad thing.
All right. Come on. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life.
Since I was born.
Looks
Unless
like,
I'm out of
yeah.
the city for a job.
I got a
I've
non-troublesome
few
surprise in my
apartments
pants
The
for
current
you.
one, it's not the lighthouse,
Though,
but it's
handling that might be some trouble.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that's how you stay out of trouble.
No, but it's the best shot you've got.
It's another goodie. Hang on, let's do this again. There was something about Dragon Age in the conversations. It reminds me of like being in college and working at the restaurant, and pretty much all the staff were banging each other. Like everybody was just fucking. That's Dragon Age in a nutshell.
The latest chapter is here.
We'll take one.
One of Belle's cereals. Great.
Circle District Gossip. Read the latest.
Where are you going? There's papers calling our name. Let's stick to the south end. You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
No, they both do the same thing? Hang on, no. Alright, I would need some kind of... Hang on, what the fuck? Wait, is there a third somewhere? Maybe I gotta go like 1, 2, 3. Alright, maybe I just need to have the bombs to get to that thing. I don't know how to do this.
Scandal and enchantment! Read it here first!
Paper, thanks.
I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
Huh? I'm good. Catch a show with the...
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here, it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Fish kebabs.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
I'm the same way. Taking jobs that go wrong. I'm basically a walking disaster.
So you're saying I'm a disaster?
I'm saying you're not alone.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt. Petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day. Getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
We got in over our heads, didn't we?
Same old story.
The gods weren't a twist?
I've seen worse.
Then I'm glad you stuck around.
Misery loves company.
Experience. Ooh. He's just going to be keeping people frozen forever. Alright, so on to the journal. Well, let's go here first. I was about to pick up. I mean, necrotic does seem pretty fucking strong. But I'd be replacing dropkick if I get that. Let's grab that so that we can get to that. Alright. Meet with the first warden. Let's work our way towards him and then we'll wrap things up. Because I'm assuming that'll get us the wardens as another faction. And then potentially more loot. Because right now I'm leaning heavily towards Reaper. And if I don't do Reaper, the alternative would be probably going champion. Which means either way I want to prioritize finding a really badass shield. And there was that one, the stagger shield, but I think the one, I'm not clear how the bleed works with the one I
I
have.
am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. Explain yourself, Warden, and bear in mind that the Order remembers your past recklessness.
My past, right. When I disobeyed orders and dropped a building on a darkspawn horde, I see you haven't forgotten.
Your report, Junior Warden.
I was part of a team trying to stop an elven mage named Solus from destroying the Veil. When we disrupted his ritual, something escaped from the Fade, and I clearly sensed the corruption of the Blight.
From this mage, Solus?
No, sir. Solus opposes the Blight. He's actually an elven god, Fen Harel, the Dreadwolf.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the elven gods Elganan and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
We don't have time to play Who's the Greyest Warden. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming, and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without a disgraced junior warden causing needless confusion. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
Anytime I see somebody bald with a mustache like that, I just assume he's going to be a dick.
Something I said.
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Ivaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Is that the same? Wasn't the dude in Inquisition also called Dorian?
Only the veil stood between us.
Yeah, it is
and a
him.
World of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Back to the lighthouse.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I've been fidgeting with this thing since I picked it up, Varric. I know what it looks like.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
Wardings. Hardings. God. Wardings. I'm just word salad today, man. Harding's Warden contacts. Find a new alluvian. So, alright. We'll wrap things up here. It looks like we're hopping into the crossroads to go to a whole new area. So, y'all stay tuned, and I'll catch you in a bit with some more.